What's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to another episode, a very special holiday episode of the Legion of Comic Correction, where we talk all things comic books, and we are talking about the finale of the Hawkeye TV show, To Hawk, To Eye.
It's all about family.
All about family. This one really was about family.
It was
It's
about
a lot
family.
about family. So this
began and end with family.
Yeah,
and nothing shows family more like ugly clothing.
That's right.
We love
That's
ugly
right.
clothes, man.
Ugly clothes.
No, but we make ugly clothes look good.
Oh, always.
I think so.
Shout
Always,
out.
I
right?
think. Right here.
Shout out
mean,
to all the
wait, what?
distributors
Good
who make
example.
ugly clothing.
Is that ugly? I got you that for Christmas.
No.
Oh.
This makes this look ugly. No, don't go there.
See you never.
Well, there, sir.
Well, we usually try and find a holiday episode to do, but it was really nice because our TV episode that we've been doing really it corresponded with Christmas. So
Coincided right along with it.
it's a Christmas
Merry
episode,
Christmas.
so Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Like and subscribe, please. That would be a wonderful gift to us.
Hit it.
But you know what? It would actually also be a gift to you guys because you guys would get wonderful episodes every week. You would know when they come out first, and you'd be able to go and watch them.
Yeah.
And watch them again and watch them again.
Yeah.
And then watch them some more. It's a gift
Exactly.
that keeps on
Another
giving,
one.
right?
Another.
Also, go into our description down below. There's plenty of links. Click on them. All the links. They
Click,
go
click,
to
click,
all
click,
different
click.
places,
Clickety clack.
including our Patreon for extra content.
Exactly.
And our store for sick merch. which-
Sweet
Sick
merch.
merch.
I'm wearing.
I don't
a
think
shirt
any of
on
us
the
are.
merch.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too.
I have no merch on today.
I got zombies on.
There you go.
So if you
Zams.
want zombies,
The Zams.
This one.
go buy
That's a
them.
really good one.
Christmas.
Zoms is a good one.
This is just.
Oh,
That's just the Legion. It's a good one,
the
though.
That's classic.
3/4.
The
Classic
three-quarter.
three-quarter.
Yeah, so if you want merch, go check it out
Wearing my
and buy something
t-shirt.
for after Christmas gifts.
Yo, we got to talk now. We got to talk.
You're right. It's
I'm
Hawkeye.
kicking it. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even
Episode
gonna talk.
6.
I'm not even gonna
You're
talk.
not gonna
I'm
talk?
You're not gonna
allow-
talk?
I'm gonna allow Harry
Oh, yeah.
to start it off.
Harry, what did you think about
Harry.
this episode, man?
It was amazing.
Why was it amazing?
Harry, who
Got a whole lot of Kingpin,
who
baby.
showed up?
Kingpin, baby.
We were talking before, and I literally said, I just need to see him for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we would have been
You
okay.
got almost
Say one
30
line.
minutes.
We
got-
would have been
we got
okay with a
full
single line.
episode of Kingpin. He was in
Yes,
there the
sir.
entire time,
with his
and
cane.
it was not in a bad way where it
With
made
his-
it really convoluted.
With his crystal cane.
With his crystal
Diamonds, baby.
Crystal ball
My
and cane.
Gosh, we haven't even seen that to this point.
No.
Crystal Cane.
He was, well, true MCU fashion.
yeah,
He was as comic accurate as you can be.
amazing.
much.
I mean, the
Yeah.
Daredevil Netflix show did a good job, and I like how they portrayed the characters.
Yep.
But the MCU has this thing about just taking the literal comic page and putting it on the screen. They did it with
Yep.
Kingpin. They did it
Yep.
with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop with their new costumes.
Yep.
It was
Echo.
incredible. Echo's costume was great. Black Widow, Yelena's costume, great. They just did such a good job of taking her off the page. And Kingpin, I mean, he just lived and breathed that comic art, man. He walked right off the page.
Vincent D'Onofrio is
D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio.
You and
Vincent's
Lance-
Domino's.
Domino's. Yeah, Vincent Domino's.
Vincent
Domino's Pizza.
Vincent Domino's Pizza.
Robert Vincent De Niro.
Yep. So I said this before. I said this to you guys earlier.
Yeah.
Thanos was intimidating.
Yep.
Yes.
Just because of the fact of how large, but the CGI took away some of the intimidation.
Yeah,
let's
he's a
be
purple-
honest.
purple
let's,
thumb.
let's be honest.
Yes.
Purple Thumb.
Vincent Domino's Pizza.
You're disrespecting this man.
No, I'm not.
He's going to come.
He would
He'll
appreciate
gonna
it.
kick
come-
your
He would
butt, and
laugh
I'm
at
going
it.
to watch.
Actually, you know what?
If he
He
shows
is-
up, I'm running. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be
he might
real.
laugh at it. I
He
think
would
might
laugh.
Oh, yeah, he
He
would
seems
100%
like he has
laugh
a
at
good. It's
Yeah,
funny.
The actor would laugh at it.
Yeah, we see him in
I'm
interviews.
not talking.
And he's like, he's super,
Kingpin. I would not disrespect Kingpin in this way because
No.
what I was trying to get to was he's easily the scariest character
Yeah.
that
So far
we
in the
have
MCU.
seen in
Yeah.
the MCU.
Absolutely.
He is
Yeah.
the most intimidating on the screen, and anybody who sits across from him, how dare they say a word to him?
Yep.
I am amazed that Kate Bishop's mom,
Eleanor?
Eleanor, was
She was
even
gutsy.
able to just get a word out
She was gutsy.
where she's talking at all about
Well,
walking away from this
she's-
business with him.
So we found out. So we've been talking.
I'm blown away.
We've been talking this whole time about Eleanor being a bad guy, and
Yeah.
she is.
Oh, clearly.
Not surprised.
She's cold, man. Like she was just super
Yeah.
nonchalant about
Yeah,
like
she
I killed
did
Armand.
not hesitate
I framed my fiance.
Yep.
Don't
I'll,
care.
I'll kill whoever you want, but if it ends up being endangering my daughter, that's when I'm going to step back.
all about family.
But it wasn't
Cool.
even that. She was saying that it was starting to all get too close
To
Kate.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I'm done now that it's getting so close
Dude,
to her.
she
was
literally-
able to be naive before. We were able to
Yeah.
keep her away from it. But at this point, it's all getting too close. I'm done. I'm out. There's not even a discussion. There wasn't, and I think that's one of the craziest things.
Yeah.
Was she walked in there, was like, I am not going to do this anymore. I have a contingency plan.
I have info on you.
And
right.
he was like, because it is Christmas, I want you to take a minute to be able to reconsider this. And she goes,
She's
I
like,
don't
nope.
need a minute, and walked out. That is amazing. You looked Kingpin
Yeah.
in the eye and said that to him? Are you kidding me?
She's nuts.
She is
She's nuts.
almost as scary as he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
She's
you
pretty scary.
think about that,
Yeah.
how the
well, and the
the
fact that
audacity that she has
And the
to be
fact-
able to stand in front of him and say that,
well, and the fact that then she proceeds
and what she did.
she proceeds to go to a holiday party he knows about
Right.
and just walks in. Like she didn't have
Yeah.
any bodyguards with her. Like she just kind of walked in by herself.
It wasn't, I mean, so there
Like,
is a fine
She's
line
ready.
between brave and
Yeah.
crazy. And she
Yeah.
toes that line
Toe in the line.
because she is nuts to even be showing up to any event
Oh yeah.
out in the open like that.
Yeah.
There's no reason she should be there.
Right
I
after you
agree.
threaten him. Yeah.
What?
Okay, talk to me.
Did Kate's mom rip a door off a Mercedes Benz? Don't
No.
think so.
Well,
No,
but
she did
that's
not.
that's why
No,
she's
she
crazy.
did not. But that's why she's
nuts.
crazy. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying
'Cause
is
she went up
you
against
know
that
what this
kind
man
of a
is
person.
capable of. She's
I don't
been
know.
involved.
Do you know though?
She
No,
might
no, no,
not.
listen.
Because he's
to
been
me.
kind of like it's Kingpin. He's not the guy that's necessarily always getting his hands dirty.
It's true.
He's
but
been- he
she's
manipulates
been
other
involved
people.
with him for over a decade at least.
yeah, at least a
At
decade.
least a decade.
Yeah,
But
because her
she-
husband was in debt.
Right,
Right,
but she knows
right.
that she knows that he uses other people because she is used by him.
Time
So,
out.
like-
this man's fist is about the size of what I got going on right
Yeah.
here.
Yo, yeah, when he puts a hand on anybody's shoulder,
On it, yeah.
Yeah.
If
It's
he
like-
gets
it's
close
terrifying.
to anybody, the
He's
way that
freaking
they
huge.
film, and they even film, and I was
They help.
thinking
He's
about
a big
this.
guy.
Yeah, so the way that they film it, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
But
But it was all from like knee.
But my other point is they
Both
even
shoulders.
film him and he crouches too.
Yeah.
He almost
Yeah.
makes Kingpin seem smaller until he squares up.
Yep.
Until he-
Which when he started going against Kate at the end,
Yep.
then he's in full
Yo.
stature.
Mhm.
She
Yo.
shoots him in the chest with an arrow, and the man says, "Whatever."
Yeah.
Yep.
Knocks it off of him, brushes it off,
Yo,
and
he
then
got,
keeps it pushing.
I don't care about the arrow. He got hit by a freaking car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That man
literally-
got drop kicked by a Mercedes
She
Benz.
drove him.
I do have
she
one-
drove him through a wall.
Okay, so I got one issue with that.
I do too.
I got one issue with that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That car
Was like
is
yeah.
parked
Oh,
this
on the
way.
curb.
How did she get away?
2.5
So-
seconds
okay.
before.
How did she get back, get enough distance and enough speed to hit him that way?
That's moving magic there,
ridiculous.
Logan.
And without him noticing. And without him noticing.
Rear view cameras.
Irregardlessly, that
view
is
cameras.
just
Are you kidding me?
that's mute.
That's I'm just
She was
saying.
also in the back seat too. She wasn't driving.
right. So for
She's
the amount
quick.
of time for her to do all of that,
Is she?
and to
She-
get
well,
enough
she's
speed to hit
Mephisto,
him, there's
so-
no way.
Yeah,
Mephisto.
she's Mephisto.
Mephisto.
So she
That's
just
right.
teleports
That's
to
one-
the
Thank
front.
you.
That's
Thank
one
you.
thing that you.
Now it makes the
Now it
connection.
makes
Now I
sense.
understand.
She don't
That's
care
why
about no
she's
Kingpin.
not- Yeah, that's why she's not scared of him. She's
Yeah.
Mephisto. She
Yeah.
teleport and then peep, peep.
Yeah, I mean that was the only thing I had an issue with.
Yeah, but I really didn't because Kingpin went through the wall, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Because so Daredevil, the Netflix show,
Yep.
really
Yep.
didn't show a lot of his like. I mean, obviously he got beat to a pulp by Daredevil, and like he was still kind of laughing about it.
Yeah.
I mean he kept it moving.
Yeah.
He just
Psychotic.
kept
Yeah,
going
psychotic.
nonstop.
But you really didn't see. So in
It's
the
an
comics,
unstoppable force.
he actually he does not have superpowers in the comics. So in the comics, Kingpin does not have
Yeah.
superpowers, but they do say that he is uniquely like prime physical condition in that he looks really big, but his fat percentage is like 0.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is just toned
Okay.
muscle. So it makes him almost impervious to damage because he's just all really just dense muscle.
just ripped,
Yep.
Yeah.
shredded.
And we didn't see that in Daredevil very much.
Nope.
No.
A little bit here and there of him just being like intimidating, but here he's like picking people up and throwing them. And
Well,
getting
he
hit with
he does
stuff
kind
and-
of like pull some moves. Oh, also did Hawkeye do a suplex on
Yes.
someone?
Yeah, he
Yes.
straight up did.
I was like,
No, a German suplex.
German suplex.
He pulled a Brock Lesnar move.
I was like, what?
100% on the clown.
The clown. I was like,
On the
that
clown.
dude's dead.
why
First
not?
off, that clown should not have been walking away from that
No,
German
not
suplex.
absolute- No.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Nope.
And
Hawk-
he had to be killed by Echo.
He had to be killed. That's
did,
true.
but
I
he
mean,
killed his-
legitimately, he had to be killed by
He's dead.
Echo.
It's
Yeah.
Marvel,
Oh, yeah.
so no
Yeah.
one's dead.
No. Time out.
Irregardlessly.
I have to say this. So, in the battle scene
Yep.
where Kate and Hawkeye are basically back to back shooting guys.
Yeah.
You're
all
seeing
the trick
all
arrows.
of the
It's really
trick
good.
arrows
So
come
many
into
trick
play.
arrows.
So
They-
many trick arrows.
They had the airbag trick arrow.
Well, I
Yeah.
I love it.
have to tell you, the moment he said we're gonna make a ton of trick arrows, I immediately thought to the SNL skit where he was like, "Yeah, I got like 12 arrows,
Yeah, I'm like,
13
yes.
if you like shove them in there, but like then
Right,
it gets
right.
really hard to pull them out." Like part of me was like, "What do you mean by a
Yeah,
ton of trick arrows?"
7.
And I was like,
Well, he also
when they cut to it, there were literally like 13
13.
trick arrows.
Yeah.
and the thing is,
It was
like,
hilarious.
so they've been like in all the MCU movies, they've been really like accurate about that, where he's having to like pull them off of
Yeah.
people, and he did
Yeah.
that in this episode too.
Yeah,
where
he
couple
did.
times a few.
He did.
I also love the fact that him and Kate are like taken from each other's, so
Yeah.
she'll
Yeah.
like grab out
Good.
his
It was
quiver,
amazing
and he'll
teamwork.
grab out her quiver,
Amazing
and like
teamwork.
it was just very
Yeah.
much like
Well,
the
they're
comics.
partners at that point.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I love that
Yeah.
where he has that change of
Finally,
heart.
he
He has hope.
bought into it.
Yep, and he gets that hope back that he kind of lost during Infinity War and Endgame,
Yep.
Yeah, because
and she brought it out of him
because
you know?
Nat was gone.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was his partner.
Well, and he
Yep.
got so we talked about. Let's try and frame it a little bit here. We talked about.
I'm sorry. I need to go back to the one thing.
Psych.
sorry. The thing I was trying to say
I tried,
though,
ladies and gentlemen.
he was talking about nobody ever dies.
Don't blame it on me.
They killed a bunch of people with those trick arrows. Like, I don't
Oh, yeah.
care. Looking back, there was the arrow that shot out shards of metal
They were so
into
cool.
people.
Yeah, it's
Those
flechette.
dudes are dead.
It's a flechette arrow.
Those dudes are dead.
Probably.
The other one that I really like, I was actually like, if you think about it, you're scarred by when they shot the one dude in the leg with the
frozen-
freeze
yeah.
arrow.
Yeah.
I was
That
thinking
dude's
that-
leg is
It's gone.
frozen off,
Gone.
and he is bleeding out. Like, he's dead. Dead.
Depends on how cold it is. If it, like,
No.
maybe as it
Dead.
melts, then he's
Dead.
Yeah, he's
Dead.
probably dead. He's probably dead. I'd say they're
Sorry.
probably all
so that
dead.
was the point I was making
Yeah.
was, if you watch that scene,
But nobody
like,
cares about those people. We're talking about main characters here.
I agree with you. I'm
A's and
just,
B's, baby.
and it's
I'm
realistic.
just talking
Ain't nobody
about
care about that
realistic.
D's and F's.
we said that Disney is going to have a hard time.
Oh, careful there, Hulk.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, gotta
Rein it in,
not
big
a
guy.
Smash.
Sun's
All
going
right.
down.
Sun's getting real low.
Sun's getting real low.
Sun's getting real low. No, I'm not.
All right.
I don't want to share that moment with you. Actually,
But so we talked about all of these characters
Yeah.
from Netflix shows
Yeah.
struggling to be able to come over into
right.
the MCU because
collateral
it's not
damage
as
was a
dark.
big thing. Yeah,
There was a
There's a
lot
lot.
of
Yeah.
dark play in this,
There's a lot.
and there was a lot of
yeah.
Yeah.
violence.
There was
that-
violence.
It wasn't to the same extent.
There wasn't a
but
dude's
it
head
was
getting
good.
bashed into a door with blood
No,
everywhere.
no, but they're
But it's close.
But
True.
they are setting up the heavy hitting atmosphere of the street level heroes, which
Yeah.
I think is really great because that's also setting up then hopefully a second Hawkeye season because it kind of feels like
I don't think so.
I think so with her being the lead.
No.
then an
I
Echo
think
series.
I like your idea
Oh,
better.
I think she'll still
I don't
be
think
in the Echo
she's gonna.
series.
I don't think there's gonna be. I don't think any of these series
We'll have a second.
are gonna have a second.
They talked
I don't
about
think they're doing
Captain
any
America
of them.
being a second. Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Wait,
They
you don't even
talked
think
about
Loki?
it, but I don't. I don't think any of them.
Loki has a season 2. It already
Oh,
Loki's a
Loki,
hundo
we
P,
know.
bro.
One
They already announced
hundo
it.
P. You're
in fact,
right.
right.
in fact,
Yeah, but that
Tom
one-
Hiddleston's talking.
that
WandaVision
one-
is definitely not.
Double.
No, it doesn't need to because they're
refresh
going to
my memory.
Multiverse of
I
Madness.
need to double check this, but I thought at the end of that one it said like Loki will return.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
This one didn't.
No.
No,
This one didn't.
Loki's
have any
the only one that
Hawkeye
said
will
that.
He's the only one
return.
that
Yeah.
said it.
100%, yeah.
But
So that's why
anyway,
I'm saying, like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't believe there will be another Hawkeye series.
maybe
I
not.
think they're gonna play out
Another
the story
Believe
with
what you
Kate.
will, silly man.
I think they're gonna what?
I said, believe what you will, silly man.
I will make my own decisions.
What was that?
I don't
What's
know.
going
I
on
was-
over here? You
move
get a little
along.
aggravated.
Move along.
It's
Does,
the
does
gloves.
someone need to go in timeout?
It's the gloves.
Bring it.
You won't like it when
Bring
he's
it.
angry. Let's narrow
No, but
it
I'm
here.
just saying. I think Kate's story will play out in other series, not in.
Oh, okay.
a
I could go
Hawkeye
back in
Yeah,
this
maybe.
thing and see where Logan said he wasn't going to talk at all.
It's
I'm
Hawkeye.
kicking it. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna
episode
talk.
6.
I'm not even gonna
You're
talk.
not gonna
I'm
talk?
talk?
I'm not gonna
Episode
talk.
That's weird. It's definitely in here
It's
somewhere.
like right at the beginning.
Put it on loop.
Is it really?
Just put it on
I'm not
loop.
even going to talk at all. Go ahead.
I was
I'll,
letting you start. I didn't say I wasn't going to talk at all. I was letting you
I'll-
start.
I'll-
I wanted
said
you
I'm
to
not even going to
start
say anything.
because
I'll try
your
and edit
man,
Put it right here.
I'm gonna
Your
put it
man
Put it right here,
was
little box.
in
I'll put it right there.
the
Thank you.
episode. Your man was in the episode, and I wanted to allow you the grace of starting.
I'll also freeze frame that so that you can hear him say it because he continued to talk.
Yeah.
All right, let's frame it a little bit. So
Yep.
we talked a lot about how we were afraid that this episode would be convoluted,
Yes.
too much overstuffed.
Yes. Yep.
They wouldn't be able to tie the loose
Hodgepodge.
ends.
Yes.
Yeah, but
All over the place.
they did a really smart storytelling technique
Well
did.
done.
where they took each of the main heroes and they paired them off with the main villains that went along with them
With their
and
their
allowed them to
specific
finish their
storyline.
stories. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Hawkeye got paired off with Yelena to have
Yep.
a kind of a closure between him and
Really
the sister
loved.
and Nat.
Really loved how they played that out.
Yep. And then Kate got paired off with Kingpin because she's trying to get him away
That
from her
was
mom.
the most interesting pairing, I think.
It made
the
the most
others,
sense,
the
though.
others, I agree.
Yeah.
But the others made more sense with the person they were with.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Her being
think it
paired
was-
with Kingpin was a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the biggest
It
surprise.
was more or
Trying to get
less
the
like a
mom
web
away.
diagram of actually the villains in the center and then the heroes being on the outside.
Yeah.
And or the, not necessarily heroes, but like an Echo who eventually will kind of be a hero. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Well,
It's like it was like
yeah.
Kingpin, Kate's mom, and
Clown
the clown.
The clown.
kinda, yeah.
and
Oh.
Yelena.
And
And
yeah.
Elaine is somewhere
Yeah.
in there. And then
Well-
from there it branches off and then they're all connected and then the mail.
But then Echo Echo needs, she needs closure with Clown because
Right.
they have a romantic interest, but then he betrayed her and betrayed her father.
Yeah, they really played up the romantic
Yeah, that was
interest.
Yeah, that
they
was
were more
fun.
like brother
Episode?
sister kind of like
Yeah,
it didn't
family
make
and
much
then it was like,
sense.
oh, we're
Oh, I
now
always thought
loving each other.
No.
I
didn't
always
catch
got
it.
the impression
I
that they
don't,
were romantic.
I
Anyway,
mean, it could, but they didn't
Yeah,
really
just-
play it well with the rest of the season. That
Yeah.
was a
Like
little
I thought
bit
they were
of
gonna
a-
kiss at the end there when she like stabbed them.
yeah,
And I was like, what?
nothing like kissing a dying
It's
dude.
like, I love you.
Disney.
And it's
Well,
Disney really likes
love
that like pose too because it's the
Yeah.
exact same thing as Ray and Ben.
Mm.
Like
Ew.
they just
Wait, that doesn't exist. Stop! Don't bring that.
You're
into this.
right, you're
That's
right.
Not
Iron
even a
Man
real
and
movie.
Tom Holland. Wait, no.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean,
they just really like that pose of
Yeah,
that
the
of
dying
like
and the
dying
someone
in each other's
in the
arms
kneel-
in that
yeah,
way.
kneeling.
Like
Yeah.
it's really the kneeling, dying in each other's arms
Yep.
is being really played up a lot by Disney.
worked well.
Get
so,
a new move, Disney.
So Echo went against Clown,
Yep.
but then she made her way to her actual ending, which is Kingpin. But before we talk about that,
Before
we talk about that,
started yet.
because there is things we want to make sure people know for people who are not super big comic fans, and I know for me, I had to look it up some because I also I didn't follow that specific Daredevil and Kingpin Echo run. But we'll get into that. But is there anything else you guys wanted to say about the episode before we end on that? Because I think we should end on how the episode ended for once,
Yeah.
Wow, for the first
Well,
time ever.
instead of the way we
Uh,
normally eat pie.
I mean, so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
So much.
the play at the end was fantastic. Loved it.
Fans have been like
That was a
screaming.
big
Greg and I were like talking earlier,
I
and we're like,
loved
oh, like it was kind of funny. It was, like kitschy. And then
No.
Logan's like,
Yeah.
I hated every second of it.
I hated every second of it. I hated every.
We all kind of
second
hoped
of it,
that
and
like
the reason
some
that
of the
I hated-
Avengers would have
that's
been.
why I
in it,
hated every
but
second of it.
something.
They could have done something.
It would have only
You got to see the director.
been okay.
Yeah, he's the guy that helped write it. That helped
Right.
write the
It would
the
have
music.
only been okay if they
Composer.
had cut to some character who was like mortified by what they were watching. I would
No
have
one clapped.
loved if it had cut to Steve Rogers, old man Steve Rogers
From the moon.
from the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Of
I
course.
hope he is living on the moon. He's gotta
Old
be living
man
on the
Steve
moon.
Rogers. They are just like popcorn falling out
Yeah.
of his mouth, shocked.
Yeah.
What I wanted-
did I just watch?
What I wanted was them to cut to Yelena.
That was another good
But-
option.
but
This
yeah.
is garbage.
I wanted Yelena to like give a standing ovation.
Oh.
Instead of it,
Yeah,
this
that-
is
I would have been good with that option.
Yeah, 'cause
but
she's
then
so excited
nobody
about
at
New
the
York.
end.
No, wait.
They made me watch. It was almost 5 full minutes
Did you watch,
of the
did you
play.
watch the whole thing?
I watched the entire
I watched the whole thing.
thing.
Me too.
I watched the entire thing, and they made us watch the entire thing for nothing.
Sounds like a you problem.
It was fun.
No, but
It was
on a
the
serious
biggest,
note,
like fake out.
on a serious
My-
It was
note,
ridiculous.
My wife
Yeah, go
loved
ahead.
it. My wife loved that part.
well, of course, Jamie did.
Serious note.
On a serious note, though, the one thing that I really, really, really enjoyed was that they brought over. Obviously, they're bringing all over Kingpin and other characters from other things.
Yeah.
But in this show, Kingpin. But I love that they brought back his cufflinks. That was like
Oh, yeah,
how
that's right,
that
that's right.
identified. Like that's where he started. If you haven't seen the Daredevil series, spoilers.
Go watch it.
Go watch it now. Before something happens and Disney says you need to take that down. So,
Yep.
which would be
Yep.
terrible. But
Yep.
Yeah.
or if they just adopted it, that'd be great. But
Yeah.
I don't think they will. But spoilers.
Maybe.
That's where he got his beginning by killing his dad, and that's where Kingpin becomes like the ruthless, non-emotional, but only emotional to like certain things. And he wears those cufflinks every single day.
Yep.
He you could see him like fixing his cuff at one point,
Yeah.
but then you really noticed it when Kate like flicked it with the the penny.
Yep.
I love
To
that.
set off the
That was great.
one of the
The
many.
chain reaction
Yeah.
of the
Which is funny because there's like that was like all the most dangerous things. Kingpin just kind of like,
Yeah.
let me just
I-
brush that off.
I
He just
love
like
that.
flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that he's so smart. He's just
Yeah.
the first thing he does, he grabs all the arrows and he just breaks them.
breaks him in half.
He's like,
Yeah.
boom, nope,
Yeah.
none of that.
He's
I'm not- I'm
incredibly
not a
tactical
dingus.
in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing in the comics. He's like an incredible tactician.
Right.
Yep.
And it was just like
Yep.
you could tell he was very deliberate, and he survived getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
He survived getting blown up.
I was
and
waiting.
It's incredible.
Yep.
I was waiting for him that web of electric, like
Yeah.
Oh,
Make a
cables.
Spider-Man joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I was
Oh.
waiting for him to just like grab it and rip it down.
Just
Like I thought at
Right,
some,
just
like
tear
he
through
was
it.
just gonna like this
Bully
isn't
through
gonna
it.
stop me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and just rip it apart.
Yeah.
Well, so he seems almost impossibly strong and unstoppable in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But then the episode ends with Echo confronting him
Yep.
and them having this really great thing about
Family.
talk about family. It's all about family,
That's I mean that's
Um,
the tone he took too.
right?
Sure.
And then she pulls a
Family.
gun on him.
Yep.
And this is a classic TV trope where the camera pans away and you hear the gunshot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you don't actually ever see anything. You see the flash from the gun,
Yep.
but you don't see anything. And now this directly ties to comics.
Yep.
Yes,
So
it does.
Daredevil Volume 2, number 15, is in that run that we mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, at the beginning of the series. So go back and listen to our earlier episodes if you want to hear us kind of pick apart that comic. Where Echo's father is killed by Kingpin. Kingpin
Mhm.
takes her in as his own daughter, raises her,
Mhm.
trains her to then kill Daredevil. Daredevil changes her to the good side,
Yep.
tells her the truth about Kingpin. She believes him,
Yep.
and she confronts Kingpin. And in the same manner, they talk about family in the comics,
Family.
and she points a gun right at his head and fires, and the comic strip, it ends without you knowing what happens to Kingpin.
Yep.
But, spoiler, Kingpin comes back in the comics, surviving a shot to the head and temporarily losing his sight.
Like a beast.
Yeah,
A
so
monster.
I will have you say, and I can't remember where I read it, because I always go and I read a whole bunch of different places. I want to say this was on Slash Film. I can't remember. But kudos to the person that pointed it out. Before he gets shot, or before the gunfire goes off, he says, sometimes families don't see eye to eye, which is also referencing maybe the fact that he loses his eyesight.
Our podcast.
Oops.
Oh, yeah, Two Hawk, Two Eye.
Oh yeah, I literally have it.
Two Hawk, Two
I
Eye.
don't know why I did
Oh.
that.
He's referencing
did
our
it.
podcast.
He is.
Myself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vincent.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
Mr. D'Onofrio. Sorry.
Or as Logan calls you,
don't-
Mr. Domino.
Domino, don't come and kill my family.
DeFornio.
No,
Don't worry, Greg. I have side blades now. He can't
Oh,
stop me.
yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
just gonna just.
That's true.
I'm gonna
You
hire
and Side
you to stay at my
Blades
house.
against Kingpin.
Just feed me. That's really all you need to do.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you
and,
go.
and give you the opportunity to
Fight
exercise
Kingpin.
justice
Oh.
with side blades.
Oh, yes. Let me just do some benching.
Here's
So-
the thing. I don't think they're
Yeah.
going to go that route.
Well, wait, one more thing, real quick.
Yeah,
to
go
add
ahead.
to that. So he says the eye to eye thing.
Yep.
And then when she fires, as it pans up, you see a big flash from the gun muzzle,
Right.
Right.
which again is the idea of being blinded by.
Light.
We almost.
Shine Blinded by the light. Shut up like a deuce. I don't know the words. Blinded by the light.
We almost made it. We're so close.
I didn't know the middle words. I don't know the middle words.
Shot up like a deuce.
Is it shot up like a
Shot
deuce?
up like
Deuce.
a deuce, like a
Peace sign.
Peace sign.
This is
Shot up like a
pure
deuce.
speculation,
Yeah,
but
I know.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
I know. That's
I'm
a
pretty
rough
sure I watched
line.
an interview and that's what it is.
Shot
Okay,
up like a deuce.
That's a rough line.
Shot
It's
up
like
like a
one of those
deuce.
things that people
And
mumble through and they don't know the
motor
actual
in
line.
motor in the night.
Yeah, like a
Motor in.
no. All right.
What? Yeah.
So that is the comic parallels we're seeing.
Yes.
But you don't think it's gonna go that way. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to
What
go
you
that
got,
way. I don't think they'll temporarily
You think he's
blind
dead?
him. No, absolutely not.
Nah,
Number
he's
one.
What if he caught
dead?
the bullet?
Number one.
In
So
his
first
teeth.
off-
In his teeth.
Hold on.
And
Number
then he-
one.
Then he ate it,
Number one. Okay.
and then he spit it back out.
Nobody
Killed
ever
him.
dies. Nobody ever dies. Number
That-
two.
There's a lot of dead people in
You're not just talking about all the
Yeah.
tracksuit people that died.
First
Number
off,
two.
you're wrong.
Number two. Okay. Number two.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Kingpin definitely
baby.
doesn't die.
That's
Kingpin
100%.
definitely doesn't
You
die.
don't bring Vincent D'Onofrio
For
back
one
in,
episode.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
and he's
No.
just like, "Oh, you're
No,
dead."
absolutely
Yeah,
not.
at least he doesn't die now. He may
I
die
think-
later.
yes.
But not
Yes.
now.
I think what they're going
Daredevil
to end
has
up
to kill
doing.
him. If anybody kills him, it's got to be Daredevil.
It has to be.
Has to be
It
Charlie
cannot be
Cox.
Echo. I'm sorry,
Let's
Echo's
go.
really cool, but
Yeah.
she can't kill Kingpin.
No, it's
No.
Charlie.
Exactly. So
Charlie.
what I think is going to end up happening is it's going to be one of those situations where it's that cutaway, and then in the future
Yeah.
when we see him, we get the flashback of what actually happened at that time.
Right.
And
sure,
she may
sure.
fire past his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
like
do it.
and not do it. She may fire into the ground.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, yeah, no.
fires, but it's out. But she can't do it. She can't
Yeah.
pull the trigger to kill him because he was
He was an
that
uncle.
father
Yeah,
figure
He was very
for so
yeah,
long.
For sure.
She
She's not
owes
that
that to
heartless.
him. She
Yeah.
feels that still, despite the betrayal. And so she doesn't pull the trigger to kill him,
Yeah.
but walks away with him knowing she could have.
Well,
And
even,
so
yeah.
that
I can see that. That's what I
actually-
thought originally
and
too.
that is
Yeah.
what may
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
burn him deeper.
Yeah.
Is that
She
she
could have ended
she
it.
spared him,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that's what bothers him more than anything.
Emotional pain over
Still,
physical.
I still
Yeah.
want to see him.
We
just-
know
I think
Kingpin
that's
can
what
take a
it'll
lot
be.
of physical pain.
I want to
Yes,
see.
he
I want to
can.
see him he just puts his hand over the muzzle and she shoots into his hand.
Yeah.
That would be good too. I would love
So
that.
it kind of blows it up a little bit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mangles his hand, and then his
I
hands
don't
all.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
family.
Family.
Family. It was
Don't
good.
you know we're
It was
It was a
family.
good episode.
Yeah.
It was a
It
really
No,
was
it
good
a
was,
good
episode.
I was
series.
amazing episode.
Yeah,
good series as a
Lucky
whole.
the dog, the pizza dog is now
Well,
Lucky.
That's right. Finally
They
gets the name.
kicked it off
Oh,
so well,
Keep going.
and then they finished it with not only that family, but
Yeah.
Kate going home
Yeah, it was
with
nice.
with the Bartons.
with the Bartons.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought everyone in the house was dead.
In the
They
bar-
were
in the
taking a
Barton house?
long time to get out.
Oh, to come
to
answer the door.
open the door.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's like,
Thanos
"Come
came
on!"
back.
And then like Kate's like, and then like she kind of stopped them, like, "Oh, they're all dead. Everyone's dead
again. Oh no, I
Yeah.
can't handle the
Kingpin
Bartons
got
dying
got
again.
the glove
Yeah,
and
Kingpin.
snapped them all
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of family,
Mom,
the
Or
mom, yeah.
Hawkeye's
Yes.
wife.
Yeah, so
yes.
so this is actually cool, and I'm fine with this. I know we had talked about there was like rumors out there that she was Mockingbird, and she is because that was her watch, and on the back it said Agent 19, and Agent
Yep.
19 in the comics is Mockingbird,
Yeah.
which you know what I'm totally fine with, and here's why. In the comics, Mockingbird and Hawkeye are married,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
they're married. And she stepped out of the field to help raise to raise the kids, and like
What?
she's kind of like taking on an alias on the side, and I'm okay with that. And Agents of Shield has always I know there was a Bobby Morse was in Agents of Shield, who is Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
She was never called Mockingbird though in the show Agents of Shield. I don't believe. So it could have just been that they're retconning the name. She could have an alias.
I'm okay if they do nothing
okay
else
if it's
with
Mocking-
it.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
okay if they just don't do anything
If they
with her.
just-
They
I
just
don't
keep
think
her
If they
like
just keep it the way
she's
it
a
is.
I don't
mom,
think
and
she
she's
will.
a cool mom.
She's
And-
amazing.
We need some cool moms out
Yeah.
there.
and it's a
and
cool
she,
little
she-
nod.
Don't mess
Yeah.
with her. Don't
Yeah,
mess with
better
her.
not mess with her.
Don't
Yeah,
mess
she's-
with
Mama
her.
she's
bird.
tough.
Yep.
She gonna
So
hit you with the
Yeah,
beak.
Mama Bird.
Yep.
and the
So
claws,
Bird.
talons.
I'm good with the way that it all played out as
Yeah.
long as it just stops there.
Yeah,
I agree. I
Paul,
agree.
because there's too much. One more time.
No further.
No.
Oh,
For all
there's-
you that listen to this and don't watch it, Logan is wearing
Logan's
Hulk
wearing
hands
giant Hulk hands
with a
today.
glittery Christmas
with a glitter
blazer. and a giant wool hat
One last thing.
with
I don't-
pajama pants on.
So first off, number one,
One last thing.
it's a holiday episode. So
We have to wear.
the
Oh,
memo.
I have to
Oh,
point out my
Harry's wearing a
company-
my
Life
Life
Day
Day shirt that my sister bought me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abby.
Harmony, life, and
It's terrible.
joy or
The colors are
love and
gross.
Joy.
it's awful. It's
There's
real
just-
bad.
It's just
It's
terrible.
great.
If you've never watched the holiday special for Star Wars back in the 70s, early 80s,
Go watch it. It's wonderful.
It's terrible.
Oh, don't watch
and
it.
this shirt pretty much reflects
watch
that
it.
perfectly.
No, you
So
know what?
shout out to Abby. New mug. Shout out to Vic. Thank you. And some of these.
Some of
Some of those.
Well, here's the deal.
Did you not read the company memo? The
Here's the-
company
Did
memo
you not get
said
the memo?
said casual
ugly sweaters.
casual dress.
Halloween or Halloween. Ugly
Yeah,
Halloween
casual
things.
dress.
Here's the
Did
deal.
you? Are you not getting the company? Are you on the company server?
No, I just showed up. You
Here's
know that. I just
Creed,
show up.
Creed Bratton.
I'm just
Two things before we wrap this up because we got to wrap it up. One,
like a
Uh,
present. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. One, don't go watch Holiday Special. In fact, just go back and watch our episode,
It's true.
all the Holiday
Our
Don't
Special.
episode
waste
on
your
it
time.
is so much better
This
than
is
the actual
wonderful.
thing.
Two, the last thing, and we can keep it short. We'll keep it short.
I'm coming.
Keep it short.
I probably
You're
not.
not going to because it's
Probably
you.
not.
Yep.
The Swordsman.
Yeah.
Oh, he was just cool.
He was
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm just.
actually,
I'll just say he was cool.
and
Yeah.
I would
That's funny.
bet that he will show up again. Maybe
I
in
could
the
see it.
Echo series. He's in New York City.
Maybe he's,
a
uh,
Maybe
vigilante.
he's just LARPing.
Mockingbird's
Maybe he's
friend.
just LARPing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We'll see.
I think yeah.
The LARPers
he
were
was
kind
fine.
of annoying.
Yeah, but they were fine.
It was.
They
It was
were
fine.
fine.
It was fine.
It was a comic.
It was
a
fine.
comic beat.
But it was just
throughout.
like
It
these
is what
people
it
have
is.
handguns and baseball bats, and
Yeah.
you're just gonna chest bump them, and
Oh,
they're gonna
yeah.
fall over.
I think the thing that
Mm,
bothered
yeah,
me
yeah.
more was the fact that they are actual police officers
Yeah, and, like, first
and
responders.
first responders,
Yeah.
and they couldn't direct traffic. But once they got their LARP gear on, they could.
Yeah, it's
Well,
that's
that's-
Where's your
that's-
your
no.
authoritative voice?
No.
Put
It has
where's
nothing,
your
Where's your
authoritative
warface?
It has
voice?
nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. That's
No.
New Yorkers for you. New York City? Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, they
They're
don't care
used to
about anyone.
seeing the weirdest. They're not going to listen to a normal person.
They're not gonna listen to a LARPing person.
Yeah, but they're more likely to listen to somebody dressed in a weird costume than
Probably true.
somebody who's just there in a suit.
I don't know.
It's New York City, man. All right, well,
This is Philly.
that's true. And do you think Philly people would listen to a guy in a suit or a guy in a crazy LARPing costume? They'd probably pay more attention to the guy in the crazy
Well,
LARPing
they
costume.
wouldn't listen to either.
Well, that's probably true. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Thanks
Christmas.
for listening.
Yeah.
We will be back in the new year. Make sure you check out our Patreon.
New year, new me.
Make sure you check out our store because New Year, new merch.
Oh,
Lots of cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
Posts coming up on our socials for that. Follow us on all the major social platforms to see the
All of
updates on those
Get all the things.
merchandise things.
Just hit
Yeah.
every single one.
Click
Just
all the links.
Bop,
Just
bop, bop,
hit them
bop,
like
bop.
the elf,
Don't
like
leave-
elevator.
Yeah, like the Christmas tree.
Show them how to do it, Harry.
Just
Got it all.
that's it.
Wonderful.
Like that.
We will see you guys
It's
next
not
year.
that hard.
Thanks for listening to the Legion of Comic Correction. Don't forget to check out our other episodes streaming everywhere you listen to podcasts. We're also on the major social platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Legion of Comic Correction.
That's right. And make sure to check out our Patreon for exclusive supporter specials at patreon.com/Legion of CC. New episodes come out every week. We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, same Legion.